guys, welcome to Agari and me, with me being Agari and you guys being the me part, and that's just following along in the journey of financial freedom / independence, and just having you guys see how you guys can think outside of the box and be creative and really see what is realistic and possible in this world, and not really sticking to regular old thinking. So today I'm actually going to be sharing a very serious story time with you guys, and that's something that I haven't really shared with a lot of people. I think it came up when Brian was like, oh, what ideas you got? And I'm like, well, I've got this story, and it was pretty much how I almost shot, like, with a gun, one of my older sisters and her boyfriend. So to start up the story, I just want to give a little bit of background. So I actually used to sleep over at my sister's house and her boyfriend, because they have a baby and they used to live together, and so I used to go and sleep over. And with this, it just happened to be that I was exposed to a lot of their different ways of living, and with one of those was that I found a gun. I think I had already known that they had a gun because I remember she had mentioned it before, but let's just put this into context, guys. I was like 8 years old, I believe, and I happened to just go be by myself because usually I would go with my twin. So I was just literally wandering around their house, you know, just chilling. They were downstairs in their dining room. I don't even know where I found it. I think I found it in their living room. They were in the dining room, I was in the living room, in the next room. So I literally just saw it, I picked it up, and then I was like, oh, that's so funny, I just scared him. I didn't really see how it was like serious. I totally took it as like playing and like, oh, it's not a real gun, is it? You know, like, who has a real gun in their house? But apparently my sister and her boyfriend did, so that was pretty funny when I was little. Now thinking back on it, that was kind of a serious situation, because that's how many accidents or incidents happen where someone accidentally gets shot, aka murdered, aka gunned down, aka they get busted, like, you know, type of things like that. They get a cap put in them, is that what they say? They get a cap put in them, something like that, I don't know. I'm from California, guys, I'm not a gangster. And they're being that I literally walk up to them, like pointing the gun at them, and they freak out as in like,
oh my gosh, put it down with it. And it's like,
what do you mean? And they're like,
it's loaded. And I'm like,
what do you mean? And then they ended up showing me how it was an actual gun, and I literally had bullets inside. I think the only thing that probably would have saved them is that I don't think it was actually like cocked or whatever, like loaded, when you know. So I think that's the only thing that would have probably saved them, because I wouldn't know how to do that. Basically with this, it was like kind of like a very serious situation, you know, that I didn't see the seriousness in when I was younger. And with that, I just kind of want to explain why I'm telling this story. I feel like I was exposed to many things when I was younger, some things that some people never experience, or they never come in contact with someone that's been through difficult situations. It just happens to be that in my life I've seen many difficult situations, and I've been exposed to many illegal activities or illegal things. So with that, I can say that now as someone that follows the law, you know, and I can say that now I have moved on from my environment. Like, I've grown up out of it. Like, I see the seriousness of the situation. Like, now I realize what was going on, and a lot of the things that I remember now, I kind of put, like, I connect the dots into the situation and how I was exposed to some things that I shouldn't have been at such a young age. I'd actually like to give you guys this idea of just always considering who you surround yourselves with. I think it's really difficult when sometimes it is family, but I can certainly say that I always in everyone's life, and I feel like it's just depending how involved you are in that person's life that will affect you, because it's kind of like if you allow yourself to be entirely involved in someone's life, that possibly has made bad decisions, then I feel like that will negatively affect you in your emotional state, and it will kind of like, that'll keep you from concentrating on what you need to focus on. For me, I am focusing on creating content and focusing on creating different forms of expressions, and also like trying to see how I'm able to educate myself financially, as well as always keeping my goal in mind, which is financial freedom and independence. That's why I make these videos, to kind of educate you guys, because through my experiences, which I always say my life is really boring, but when I think back on little things like this, I think about how not so boring it is, but just how used to things I was or am. So I'm really hard to impress or hard to surprise. I feel like I'm kind of seen a lot of things, heard a lot of things already, and experienced them in my own life, to where I'm kind of like insensitive to a degree. Just thinking back on that, I just thought it was a really fun time. I always had it fun when I went over, and that's the thing, I was always like lighthearted, very innocent, but at the same time very aware. But you see, when you're always surrounded by these types of things, they don't seem bad, they don't seem problematic, they just seem fun and exciting. Also, I was actually taught how to kind of aim with guns, but more of a playful gun, a BB gun. With those things, I can say now, like, I have experienced with that, I have had some experience with some firearms. I can just say that I can have a bit of an aim. So yeah, let's just put that out there. As a grown-up in a controlled environment, now I see the dangers of a firearm, and I see how you really should be educated. Also, children should be educated in those things. But my main point is to share with you guys how dangerous and how kind of unsafe the environment was that I was in. It could have affected me in a way more different way if the gun was actually cocked and I would have actually shot the gun. So, hey, you have to think about it that way. You should think about what's the worst thing that could have happened, and not, hey, what didn't happen, like, it's all lighthearted here, nothing bad ever really happened, but what if it would have? But ultimately, I just focus on living better and just having a better environment, surrounding myself with people that are just wanting to obtain something more and grow, trying to achieve bigger things. And that's kind of my thing. Like, I just want to achieve bigger things and be someone bigger. I want to be more than I ever was or ever was meant to be. Just basically just make a conscious decision who you surround yourself with, and you can definitely be in people's lives, but you always have to consider how involved you are in their lives. That's how I kind of keep myself in my bubble, and I say hi every once in a while with family members or friends that aren't interested in the same things that I am, and aren't interested in just becoming bigger and growing as a person, and also educating themselves financially with the end goal of having financial freedom and independence. So that's why I just kind of like to make sure that I'm very conscious of what I'm doing, sharing that with you guys. You just have to always be focused on what you want and know that you can always achieve it. Also, just keeping sure that you're not falling into just well, I have to hang out with these people because I've known them for this long, or I have to do this because, no, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is take care of yourself and take care of your monies, take care of your brain, take care of just your health, instead of spending time going out with someone that wouldn't be the best influence for you. Just spend time at home, read a book, I don't know, just create a video, make an Instagram story, post something that you feel will be beneficial to someone, do something of value. And if you're not interested in social media, well, then you can always go ahead and do something like marketing. I don't know what other people do, because this is what I do. But yeah, this is pretty much all I wanted to say. And again, just wanting to share with you guys how I was basically growing up in an environment that could have taken me completely down a different path, but now I've just focused on what I want in life, and what I want in life is to be educated and being able to manage my money correctly and being able to manage my time correctly. And with that, it involves not being involved in any certain activities that perhaps could take you into wrong paths. With that, I'd like to close off this video, guys. Go ahead and comment down below if you guys have any questions. This is Agari and me, with me being Agari and you guys being the me part, and just following along on the journey, towards financial education, freedom, independence, everything, literacy. Let's just do that, everything. And then you guys thinking outside of the box, being more creative, making sure that you guys can envision yourselves in something that is so unrealistic, because honestly, if you think it's possible, then it's possible. And everything is realistic if you really set your mind to it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.